Hi, and welcome to Chamber Chat here in the Inside Lowell studio. I'm Danielle McFadden, president of the Greater Lowell Chamber of Commerce. I am so excited to have our guests on with us today to talk about a wonderful event in a wonderful venue. I have Morgan Schermerhorn and Sean Gordon on. Morgan is here to talk about a benefit that she's planning next week, and Sean is the venue. So,
I mean, I'm not the venue.
you are the
One
venue.
Of the owners.
No, you're the venue.
Okay,
Take
sure,
it.
I'll take it. Yeah, that's fine.
You can just introduce yourself as the venue.
Okay.
Thank you both for being here.
Thank you for having us.
So happy to have you. So let's talk about the benefit, and then we'll talk a little bit about Taffeta as well.
Sounds good.
Sure. Yeah, so I am planning a benefit concert for Evan Gershovich. He is a Wall Street Journal reporter who was wrongfully detained in Russia at the end of March this past year. So we are quickly approaching, sadly, unfortunately, the 100-day mark of him being in a Russian prison. Evan is a very close friend of my younger brother. So kind of hits close to home for me, that I think it was a Thursday morning, the news broke that he was detained, and I was awake bright and early, 5 a.m., turned the news on, and the very first thing I saw when I turned the news on was Evan's face.
That's how you found out? I have the chills. That's
And I just got goosebumps and almost spilled my coffee and was like, wait, that's Luke's friend. What is he doing on the news? And then I was like, he's in Russia. Oh no, like this is happening, and got on the phone with my family right away and started, buzzing through. My brother's name is Luke. Luke's like friends group from college. They all met at boating college together. We all kind of started talking. What do we do? What do we do? What's next? And Evan has an amazing support system here in the States. He's got some incredible friends, great family. The Wall Street Journal has been amazing in trying to get him home, and the Biden administration is doing everything they can. But, in this sort of like strange moment where you want to do everything, but you actually can't do anything, these sort of like guerrilla warfare type initiatives start happening and friends start rallying. And there's been this group of his friends that meets weekly that I haven't been a part of their weekly meetings, but they, I've been chatting with them every few days, and they keep reporting back with updates on things that they do. So recently at the Mets game, I believe, they had a huge banner at the Mets game that said, we stand with Evan. And that was all something that just a group of his friends were able to accomplish. And the Mets held a seat for him in the stadium, an empty seat that had a t-shirt that said Free Evan draped over it. So, there's all these different initiatives and efforts that are happening around the country and the globe. I mean, his colleagues in Russia and in Europe are all doing similar things. And I just thought, I need to do something. And I work at Berklee College of Music in the music business department, and I do live music for a living, and I am connected with indie bands. And, in these conversations that I was having with my brother, I was like, what does Evan love? What is it that he likes to do for fun? And he said, when he's in Russia, and not working, he likes to pop into small indie venues and check out rock music and local music. And, he loves the culture of Russia, and he loves independent music and local music clubs. So I thought, what, let's just do a benefit concert. There's no reason not to. It's only going to support, even the goal is obviously to raise money for his family to help support the efforts to bring him home. And we're also raising money for a nonprofit called the Committee to Protect Journalists, which is an amazing nonprofit that supports journalists globally, the protection and safety of journalists. So, even if we don't end up raising a ton of money, we're raising awareness.
Raising a ton of awareness.
And community support and community engagement. And, that's really where Sean's venue comes into play, is like this wouldn't be possible without them and the supporters that we're getting. The support we're getting from organizations around Lowell is just really special.
Awesome. I love to hear that. And your venue, you are not the venue, but your venue is Taffeta.
Yes, I'm one of the owners of Taffeta, a new performance space inside of Western Avenue Studios. Myself, Matt, and Zach, and Brendan started this a couple years ago now, and we've recently been doing live in-person events. It worked out really well. It's kind of just like a I don't know what you want to call it, just a coincidence. I don't know. I happened to be talking to, the artists on the show. I happened to be talking to the band Mom Rock about doing a show. And turns out I didn't even actually know that they were Berkeley alums at the time. And I think I kind of remember, I'd kind of befriended them a bit on a cruise, a rock boat cruise. And I was like, oh, I'd love to get these guys up here. They're a lot of fun. I love their energy. People always enjoy them when they see them for the first time, and I think they'd be a great fit. And then Morgan came to me about the idea of doing this benefit. I'm like, well, I was talking to Mom Rock for this date, and she's like, that's perfect. They're Berkeley alums. And I'm like, well, I guess that works out. That solves that problem. And then, Little Fuss is a band that's played Taffeta twice already. I absolutely love them. They just played Boston Calling as well as Blue Light Bandits, and both bands are great and great fit for this. And then the Ghouls are a local UMass Lowell band, so there's a little connection there. And so, we're really excited to, put 4 great acts together for a great cause, and raise some awareness for this. So
absolutely. So we have some information here. Date, time, ticket price.
Yeah, so it's
talk a little bit about that.
Next Friday, June 23rd. It's $20. Our ticketing agency, Tixer, was nice enough to remove the fees. So the only fee is just credit cards, like 60 cents or something like that. So that's great. So they removed the fees as a favor for the benefit. Additionally, if you're not local to Lowell or you can't make it, or for whatever reason, we're also doing a live stream for the first time. We're set up. We have the cameras and we have the ability to do live streaming. It's something that we've been wanting to do. So we now have that infrastructure set up. And this is going to be our first time live streaming an event. So tickets are available for that for just $10.
Great.
The whole show will be live streamed starting at about 7:45 through the end. It'll be a lot of fun. I assume we're doing like raffles and stuff. So you may see Morgan jump on stage and maybe we'll try to figure out a way to get people that are live streaming involved in the raffle if we can. I don't know what to think about that
logistically. Talk about that. That's a good idea.
I might have just made a promise we can't keep, but that's what I do here. So
logistics on that.
But either way, the $10, even if you can't be there, supporting the live stream will be great. It's all awareness. We really hope to spread this out to people that aren't just, we want people there in person, but, supporting with the $10 for the live stream would be really helpful as well. So
that's great. And it really is, it's a global issue. Evan's case he's not the only journalist being wrongfully detained on the planet right now. I think the First Amendment is frankly under attack pretty frequently in this country, especially right now. There's a lot going on. And so, while Evan's case is really the focus of this benefit, the awareness of protecting journalists in general, and all around the world, how we support journalism and free press, and, free press contributes to a healthy democracy. So making sure that the world is paying attention to healthy journalism and supporting free press is really important. And so the live stream really helps that, because we're now inviting the whole world to attend and to support. And it's a $10 ticket. So a $10 contribution. The $10 goes directly to the cause, split between Evan's family and the Committee to Protect Journalists, and they're getting a great evening of awesome entertainment. So.
That is great.
Yeah,
what a great way to
we pride ourselves in the production too. Like I don't know, when we were doing this testing, we watched a few live streams from other venues, and we're not Red Rocks or something. It's not going to look like a 4K beautiful cinematic masterpiece, but we have seen some that it sounds bad and looks bad. Like this is going to sound and look good. It's going to be a multi-camera live stream with great mixing. Like it's not going to just be an afterthought. It's going to be its own production besides the live show. So it's like someone is dedicated to the sound and the audio and the video production. So it's going to look really good.
Oh, that's so exciting.
Yeah.
And you've been planning this for a couple of months now.
I think the idea came in maybe late April or
Honestly,
mid-April.
It came together pretty quick.
Yeah. Did you know each other beforehand?
No. So what happened? So my program at Berkeley is an experiential education program where we focus in live music and putting on concerts. And so we had done a concert at Brighton Music Hall on April 5th, and my students sold it out. And then I think like a few days later, you messaged.
I saw that and I messaged. I didn't know who it was. I just messaged. I messaged the Instagram being like, "This is really cool." One for me. Like I studied music business at Northeastern back in many, many moons ago. And I wished that like when Morgan told me about her program, I'm like, why didn't this exist? This is awesome. Because like the problem for me is I'm not a musician at all. like I have no talent whatsoever. I used to play drums in high school, and that's like the best I got out of me for music. And so like when she told me like this is really a music this is an actual music, like I had to take music theory courses where I learned about like theory, and like I don't know any of that stuff. But like doing what she does is something that I wish I had at the time. So it was super cool to hear about, and we wanted to try to come up with some partnership ideas and ways we could work together. And
how funny that she is from like lives in Lowell.
Lowell. Yeah. When he reached out, I was like, wait, I keep hearing about this venue. It's literally 5 minutes from my house.
What's so awesome about Lowell?
And so like honestly, and I've told Sean this before too, like the selfish part of this is that like I want a really amazing music venue 5 minutes from my house. So I want to support Sean's efforts and works in the venue.
Yeah, it's great.
As much as possible. And so, drawing attention to the venue can only help the local community and, hopefully, has a long lasting place in Lowell. And
it's the goal.
Yeah.
We're trying to do.
It's amazing. Yeah. And you're one of our newest members too.
Yes.
So thank
you.
Indeed.
Guilty.
Guilty as charged. I'm looking at the list of some of the local businesses that have donated raffles. So let's give them some love.
Oh my gosh. It's been unbelievable. Honestly, every door I knocked on, people were like, yes, what do you want? We'll give it to you.
Awesome.
Everybody has been so amazing. So Fuse Bistro donated a gift card. Cotton and Coffee. So most of these are gift card donations that we'll be raffling off. So I've put together a few raffle prizes that I'll tell you about in a minute. But yeah, we have Cotton and Coffee, Fuse, Little Delights Bakery, Indulgence Wellness Spa, Teal Salon, which technically maybe Chelmsford, right on Stedman Street. Love them. If anybody's looking for a hairstylist, Lydia is like incredible. Highly recommend. Anyways, oh man, there's so many. I'm kind of.
You have Treehouse Brewing. Brewing. Yeah. No, you've named all the ones that are on my list. And then the T-shirts were donated by
QRST is a screen printer in Somerville who I've used for many years. Before I worked at Berkeley, I used to manage bands, and so I used to get all my T-shirts and merchandise printed through them. And then started doing my Berkeley business through them. And they were happy to donate
awesome
Evan specific T-shirts for this that we'll be selling. And again, the proceeds from that go to the cause. So the raffles, we are kind of like grouping things up. So we'll have like a beauty related raffle, which is a Botox gift card and a hair salon gift card together.
Why are you looking at me when you say that?
I'm not. I just, oh my God. I actually really want the Botox gift card because my husband is like, do not spend money on Botox. And I'm like, well, if I win the raffle. And then, so there will be like a pizza and beer one, which is Treehouse and Tremonti.
Oh,
awesome.
Yeah, that one's going to be good. And
Botox,
Treehouse.
Pizza and beer. Got it.
Treehouse donated a big gift bag too. So there's all sorts of Treehouse merchandise. And then we'll have another one with Fuse and Little Delights and Cotton and Coffee, the downtown eateries. So it should be really cool. We're doing raffle tickets. Will be inexpensive. I think it was like $2 a ticket or $3 for five. So hopefully we'll get a lot of action over at that table.
We'll be accepting more if anyone's listening that wants to donate.
Yes.
Is that what you were going to say?
Accepting more. I was actually going to tell you, I haven't told you this yet, but breaking news. I'm hoping to have a letter writing station at the show so that anybody who wants to write a letter to Evan in prison can do so. And we have so I'll have like little forms where they can just write their name and email address and then write a note to Evan. And we'll be working with a group of people, Evan's friends in Russia, who are actually making sure that he gets mail and supplies. And we do have proof that he is receiving things. He actually wrote my brother a letter recently. So we'll have that on site. And then anybody who wants to donate to the cause, Evan's family does have a GoFundMe that a friend set up. So there is a GoFundMe. But again, the best way to do it directly through this event is to buy a ticket. And even if you can't attend in person, you could either purchase the full price ticket for $20 or the live stream ticket for $10. And then you get live stream access.
Or 10 live streams.
Yeah, there you go.
Very generous. Exactly.
Yes. This is amazing. Thank you so much to both of you for doing this.
Oh, thank you for having us on.
Yeah, it's a testament to the community.
It's been amazing to see the support. I mean, everybody's so eager to help. It's funny because the it's in the news a lot, so people are like, oh yeah, I think I heard about that. And then when you say, well, yeah, he's my brother's best friend, they're like, Whoa.
I
Yeah.
know, it just hit so close to home.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you kind of forget when you see these stories in the news that these are real people with real lives. And then when there is some sort of local connection, which like, you know, it's still like a friend of a friend sort of situation here, but everybody's been so supportive and amazing.
Thank you. And I have to already correct myself. Teal Hair Studio, I believe, is in Lowell.
Is it Lowell?
Yeah, because Stedman is spelled 2 different ways. So in Lowell, it's STEDMAN, and then in Chelmsford, it's STDEAMAN or something. There's like a letter difference. Yeah.
Ooh.
But is it the same road when then it just hits?
Yes.
That's very
Yes. And I hope I'm right on that. I hope I don't have to come back on and do another correction.
Chelmsford Lowell line. We'll say.
Yes. And so Taffeta, give the kind of address and details again about the venue.
So Taffeta is located at 122 Western Avenue in Lowell at Western Avenue Studios. There's a parking lot there. You can park on the street. We're located at the end of Western Avenue. There's a ramp to the right with our sign. It's a little hard to find the first time, but it's kind of like a little speakeasy vibe, sort of, when you find it. You know,
That's awesome.
It's a
really
great spot.
cool venue.
We'll full bar. Sounds great in there. There's a brewery on site, Navigation Brewery, which will be open. I believe they open at 4 on Fridays.
Food trucks
There'll
usually?
be a food truck there. I forget who's there.
They're always so good about
Next
posting, so if you
Friday.
go to there.
It might be
Facebook.
the Indian food truck next Friday. I believe. I forget the name of it. Village India, maybe? I forget. But yeah, it's good. And it'll be a lot of fun, and I'm excited for it. I mean, it's a great cause. It's unfortunate that we are doing this. I mean, these bands are great. I mean, if it was just a show with these 4 bands, not for a benefit, I would want to be there for it anyways, because all the bands are great.
Yeah, they're amazing.
And yeah, I mean, we appreciate the support and hope that people come check the venue out.
Yeah, and if folks are interested in indie music, Mom Rock is like, and I mean, all of these bands are amazing. Mom Rock is like one of those bands that's on the cusp. Like,
Yeah, they're very
emerging.
fun. It's like they're one big song away from like being in like a commercial
Rolling
or
Stone
something.
named them their like 2022 hot band
Oh,
last
wow.
year. Yeah.
They're a really cool band. They're really hard workers. They remind me. So I grew up in the Warped Tour age, where like you'd go and you'd sell CDs at Warped Tour, and you'd go to lines and you just give out stickers for your band, and like you just hustle from like 6 a.m. to midnight basically. And I went, like I said, I met these guys on a cruise a couple of years ago, and guys and girl, and I remember they were putting like just stickers all over the place and they talked to everybody, and I was just like, man, and there's so much energy, and they have a great branding of them. They always they have these like baseball shirts, and like they do like the baseball makeup and stuff like that. Like
They're so cool.
They're very cool. They're very like modern, and people can really connect with them, and their music's great too. They're very catchy pop rock band. A lot of fun.
It'll be a great show.
Yeah.
Is this a family-friendly event?
Oh yeah.
18 plus.
18.
18
Our
plus,
venue's 18
okay.
plus.
Yep.
Yes.
Awesome.
But yeah.
So Theo has to stay home?
Yep.
He can watch the live stream.
With his sunglasses on. Pull his 3-year-old around.
Never takes his shades off.
Well, thank you both so much.
Thanks
Thank
for
you
having us.
We appreciate it.
And thank you all for tuning into Chamber Chat. We will be back on again soon with another great guest. Thanks so much. And I lost my mouse.